Black student is pushed into a lake. 20 minutes in, phone call comes to one of the parents. The individual lies about what actually happened. Put it up full mass. We need answers. Black student now brain damaged after a alleged friend pushed him into the lake, per local outlet KSLA. 26-year-old Christopher Gilbert, Louisiana, out of Louisiana, has now been hospitalized after sustaining severe brain damage in a near drowning, which has devastated his family, has devastated his real friends, and his real friends are now calling on local authorities to take further action. Gilbert, a recent Louisiana Tech University master's graduate, nearly drowned on April 14th in Lake D'Aborn. This is in Farmerville while at a nearby restaurant with friends. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. I want you to put up the picture. It's blurry, but I want you to put up the picture of the friends, okay? The outlet reports Gilbert's family alleged one of his friends purposefully pushed him into the lake, knowing Gilbert did not know how to swim. Shocking video shows the group casually peering into the water moments after Gilbert was shoved off the dock. He was reportedly underwater for about 20 minutes before a bystander eating at the restaurant dove into the water to pull him out. Now, with those facts right there, nothing else, just those facts alone, if he was pushed in due to horseplay, as they tried to spin it later, or it was an accident, you mean to tell me not one of those friends jumped in to try and rescue this young man? There's more. Yolanda George, the victim's mother, told KSLA News that she received a call from one of the young women in Gilbert's friend group shortly after the incident. Quote, a friend of his called and she was hysterical crying. She told me that Chris had fell into the lake and he had been underwater for 20 minutes or so, as George said, adding that a son was flown to Louisiana State University Medical Center for treatment. And this is the treatment he's receiving. After arriving at the hospital, Ms. George learned from doctors that her son, Gilbert, had severe brain damage from the near drowning. They informed her that he was, in fact, brain dead now, and his organs were starting to fail, giving them 72 hours on the ECMO machine, similar to a dialysis machine for lungs, before placing him on the ventilator. Quote, I was devastated, the mother said, feeling as if her life had ended as well. In that moment, she emphasized her son's aspirations to become a medical doctor, having recently obtained his master's in biological science in order to do so, and his preparation for medical school. Local station KNOE reported that per his mother, Gilbert later regained consciousness, can now eat on his own, and has temporarily been off of life support. That's called will to live. You see, he was strong before this happened. He's strong while it's happening, and he will be stronger after. Put up the attorney, Claudia. Attorney Claudia Payne informed KSLA that initially Gilbert's friends reported to the police that he fell into the lake. That's already reasonable suspicion. But in the investigation, it revealed a woman in the group pushed him into the lake through a friend. Though a friend tried to rescue him, bystanders from a nearby restaurant eventually pulled him out and performed CPR, kept him alive until authorities arrived. In the legal field, we characterize things the way we see fit. Of course, they are saying horseplay. We are saying that it was criminal, intentional push into the lake. Payne told the outlet. Payne and Gilbert's family also alleged that members of the friend group knew that the recent graduate could not swim, despite one of the friends allegedly telling George, well, ma'am, I didn't know that man couldn't swim. End quote. Can I say this? Even when a person can't swim and you don't know they can't swim, what happens if they get pushed into water? They struggle. You knew he couldn't swim when he was drowning. You knew that. Put it up. Let's try to help this family. In a change.org petition with over 4,300 signatures, Payne urged the Farmerville Police Department and the Union Parish Sheriff's Office to arrest the person responsible for pushing Chris into the lake. Payne emphasized that no further action is necessary for law enforcement to make an arrest and called for community support and demanding action. We have seen people arrested for less. Sign the petition. Let's put the public pressure where it should be. Police Chief Ernest Bim Culbertson of the Farmerville PD and Sheriff Dusty Gates of the Union Parish Sheriff's Office. Gentlemen, you both have concurrent jurisdiction to properly investigate this and to affix an arrest. Both of you can do it if you choose. I just need one of you to do the right thing. Just one. All right, Sharon, thoughts here.
Well, it's horrific. As a mother, I can understand why she felt her life ended with that confusing, desperate, really terrifying, and cold-hearted phone call. It really is cold-hearted. I don't get why good things happen, bad things rather happen to very good people, or why there's a rush to protect a young lady who allegedly did this, as opposed to the promising pre-med student who's struggling underwater.
That's right. We're going to bring you updates, obviously, as they come. And please make sure you sign that petition, put that public pressure on those law enforcement executives to do the right thing and effect an arrest.